Hey everyone, welcome back to another Zenless Zone Zero reaction. And today we have Orphie and Magus' character demo. Based on the EP and based on the little bits of story that I've seen from Orphie and Magus, which I think in the story I've actually seen more of Magus, oddly enough, we've been given a sense of the characters and what they're like. And I was thinking about this the other day, and I realized we have two other characters, or one character or one pair, that are very similar. And that would be from Honkai Star Rail, Hua Hua and Mr. Tail. Hua Hua being the little girl who's scared of everything. She's very timid, she's very shy. And Mr. Tail being a Heliobus who has possessed her tail, hence the name. He's much more confident, much more cocky, and they have a very interesting dynamic that I really enjoyed in the story. And I see them as very similar to Orphie and Magus in the sense of you have a shy character who's kind of like the main body of the character, and then you have the associated character, in this case Magus. Magus also being the captain for Obel Squad, which consists of previous characters that we've seen like Trigger and Seed and Soldier 11, who was my first main in Zenless Zone Zero. And I'm really curious about their story, which is a perfect segue into our video. So let's go ahead and check out the character demo and learn a little bit more about Orphie and Magus. Everything is on fire. So Magus clearly had something to do with that. Why? It's 7 o'clock.
Orphie! It's not your captain's job to drag you out of bed.
Yes, Captain!
Pick up the pace. If you can't take the ethereals down, you better outrun them. Got it? A real soldier
It would suck having to run in that heavy jacket.
understands some discipline. Lower your stance. Hands steady. You're too slow.
Okay, I was also about to ask, not Orphie, Magus looks like a revolver, but I only ever see it use fire. So it works, I'm guessing, like a magnum, but also has fire. Okay. I didn't realize it could be used as a normal gun.
0-1. Until you get this right. Ethereals are sworn enemies.
Right.
Fast, precise,
She's
and
better with the
lethal.
knife.
Hold nothing back.
So, Captain, when do I get to fight for real?
Sooner or later.
Captain, Orphie, there's trouble in the Lemnian Hollow. Better send backup.
Off to fight in the hollow.
The ethereals! In the factory!
Investigators? No defense force!
Ooh, what is
I
that?
spotted a high-risk target. Captain, what's your...
Damn these ethereals!
Oh, is this how we got to that point earlier?
Flesh-eating monsters!
Dang, okay.
Captain, there are citizens.
I'll make you pay double for everything you stole from me!
Huh?
You all deserve to die!
Magus is so emotional with it.
All
Okay,
ethereals
we're-
wiped out,
here we
and
are
every
now.
citizen's been evacuated.
Sorry, Orphie. As commander, I should keep my cool.
It's okay, Captain. I know you meant to say tactical strategy suppression 4.
Stay by my side, Orphie.
I thought she was offering her a drink.
On my own.
Or
I
it a
can't
drink.
do anything.
I'm right here, Captain.
Interesting. That was... I'm really curious now. She was so why does Magus, or I guess I should say, what happened to Magus to make it so emotional about the ethereals? Like maybe Magus was previously had a different owner. Maybe it's like a transplant and something happened with the previous owner. I don't know. Now I'm really curious. I really hope we get to learn more in the story. I haven't done Seed's story yet, so I really need to get on that. I'm hoping to have that done. I'm hoping to stream that here in the next couple days. So there is a lot more to Magus than I was thinking. I almost felt like this was more of a trailer for Magus, and Orphie was just kind of like there. And I mean, that was kind of evident in the fact that Magus was kind of dragging Orphie around. It was like having an emotional like episode, and it was literally lifting Orphie and throwing her around right there. That was really cool too. I thought that was awesome. But yeah, it really felt like Orphie was on the side to all of this. And this felt like Magus's character demo rather than Orphie. I'm curious about Orphie, but now I'm really curious about Magus. You know, who is Orphie, right? How if Magus was transplanted from a previous owner, why was Orphie the one that was chosen, right? Because she's not very soldier-like, which if Obel Squad is owned by the same, I don't know if they're like a government group or company or whatever, who created Anby and Soldier 11, I would have to imagine they wouldn't have chosen Orphie to be the host. They're too heartless for that. They would want someone who's cold and calculating, right? Very similar to what Soldier 11 is now. She's not cold, but she's very calculating. And then they still didn't think that Soldier 11 was good enough. She was just the one that was left because they disposed of all the other ones, including Anby. And then really when it comes to Orphie, the only thing that we saw of Orphie was really here at the end. And it was just her trying to comfort Magus.
All ethereals wiped out, and every citizen's been evacuated.
Also, the somber music. I wanted to mention it earlier, and I kind of got lost in what was happening because I was so focused on what was happening with Magus. The music stayed pretty much somber through the whole thing. It felt sad, which I wonder alludes to what happened to Magus that we don't know at the point of recording this. So I'm really curious to know what happened to Magus. Why is it having a reaction like this that it did? And why the music? I feel like there's a deep story there. You know, the ethereals probably killed people that it cared about. You know, like I said, if it was like a transplant or something, maybe it was an old owner or an old host, something like that. I really hope that we get more backstory here in the quest that I haven't completed yet, so I can learn more about what was behind this reaction that Magus had. And then really, we only saw Orphie in the end here. This was the most personality we had from Orphie towards the end, where she was comforting Magus.
Sorry, Orphie. As commander, I should keep my cool.
It's okay.
And I like how she like offered the drink.
Say tactical strategy suppression 4.
Stay by my side, Orphie. If I'm on my own, I can't do anything.
I'm right here, Captain.
Two things to note. I'm really curious about Magus's eyes. What are they? Is it like because there's eyes there and the eyes show emotion. So I understand the character design. But, but what are the eyes in game? Are these like holographic eyes? Like they disappear and they're not like they don't seem like they're a physical thing. But I don't know. Side note. The other thing I'm really curious about, if I'm on my own, I can't do anything. This was interesting. I understand that Orphie is kind of like a host, or they're attached. But Magus was kind of throwing Orphie around in this whole demo. And so I kind of wonder about that. Does Magus actually need Orphie or like a host or anything like that? A lot of unanswered questions in this demo. Hopefully I can get some answers here soon in the story. With that said, that is it for today's reaction. I hope you all enjoyed. Please drop a like and subscribe if you did. And if you'd like to see more, take a look at my reaction to Orphie and Magus' EP. Thank you all, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao!